Welcome back to the deep dive. If you've ever stood there staring at your skincare shelf, feeling like you need a PhD just to figure out what goes on first.
The serum, the toner, the
Wow.
moisturizer. Yeah, it gets confusing.
Exactly. It feels like this really dense, maybe organic chemistry class. So this deep dive is definitely for you. We're aiming to go beyond just, picking a nice looking product.
Yeah.
We want to nail the sequence and the strategy behind truly effective skincare. Our mission today: let's cut through all that noise, find the essential rules of order, and dive into the details of personalizing it all. We want to make sure every single drop you use actually counts. Okay, let's unpack this.
And it's so important we start there because honestly, we often think of skincare as just, well, cosmetic. We forget its real job.
Yeah.
Your skin, it's not just wrapping paper. It's your body's largest organ. It's the first thing protecting you from everyday pollutants, toxins, everything out there. So having a proper thought-out routine isn't just vanity. It's vital for keeping that barrier healthy. It helps prevent things like, aging faster than you need to or dealing with constant inflammation.
And the sources we looked at were really clear on this. Just washing your face isn't the whole story, not even close. You could have the most amazing, expensive stuff, but if you slap it on in the wrong order, you're basically just, wasting it.
Completely. You're throwing money down the drain and not getting the benefits. #I. The core rules of an effective routine. Okay, so to really get the most out of any routine, we distilled it down to 5 core rules. These pretty much apply across the board, no matter what your skin type is.
Rule number 1, and this feels like the foundation for everything else: use each product in the correct sequence. No skipping ahead.
Absolutely crucial. And number 2, which needs a bit of patience. Let each product actually sink in. Give it time to absorb, maybe dry a little, before you put on the next layer.
Yeah, we don't want a sticky, pilled-up mess on our face.
Exactly. Third, and this is huge, make sure the products actually suit your skin. What works for your friend might not work for you. We'll get more into that soon.
Okay.
And the last 2 are about what's in the bottle. Try to avoid harsh stuff. Think sulfates, parabens. Instead, look for ingredients that genuinely nourish and support your skin's health, its barrier function.
Right. Let's tackle rule number 1 head on then, because you said it dictates everything. Why is that order so, non-negotiable? Does it really matter if my heavy cream goes on before my, say, antioxidant serum?
Oh, it matters completely. It all comes down to penetration, how well things can actually get into your skin. The basic principle is this: go from the lightest texture to the heaviest. Or think of it as most water-based first, then moving towards the most oil-based. Your lighter products, things like toners and serums, they're usually made with smaller molecules. They're specifically designed to go deeper, to deliver those active ingredients where they need to work.
Ah, I see. So if I mess that up and I put on a thick, heavy moisturizer first, I'm kind of sealing the door before the guest arrives.
That's a perfect way to put it, exactly. That heavier cream creates a physical barrier. It's often more occlusive, more oily. If you then try to put a watery serum on top, it just sits there. It can't get through effectively. So those potentially pricey active ingredients, their effectiveness is massively reduced. A real shame, like you said.
Okay, so that's the sort of mechanical structure, thin to thick. But the real strategy seems to depend on the time of day. Morning goals versus night goals. They're totally different, right? Which means the routine has to change too.
And absolutely. They have fundamentally different jobs. Morning is all about preparing your skin for the day and protecting it. Think shields up. You're facing UV rays, pollution, general city grime.
Right, defense mode.
Defense mode, exactly. Nighttime, though, is completely different. It's about repair, removal, and recovery. You need to get rid of everything that built up during the day: makeup, sunscreen, dirt, and give your skin the best chance to detoxify and heal itself while you sleep.
Okay, let's break those down. Morning routine first, you said 3 main phases focused on protection.
Yep, 3 key steps. Phase 1, a gentle cleanse. Overnight, your skin's been doing its own thing, detoxing, shedding cells a bit, so you just need to gently wash away any excess oil or sweat. Nothing too harsh is needed here.
Makes sense. Phase 2. This sounds like the prep layer.
It is. This is where you layer your treatments and hydrators. Maybe a toner to balance pH, serums packed with antioxidants like vitamin C to fight off those damaging free radicals from pollution and sun, and your specific eye creams.
Got it. Hydrate and treat.
And then phase 3 is the final seal, the lockdown. That's your nourishing moisturizer, and ideally it should contain SPF for daytime protection. And that sunscreen part is non-negotiable every single morning. And the sources really hammered this home. You often need to reapply it during the day, especially if you're outside a lot or near windows.
Okay, morning.
Yeah.
Cleanse gently, treat hydrate, moisturize, protect with SPF. Clear. Now, nighttime sounds a bit more involved. 4 steps to handle the day's buildup and boost repair.
Exactly. Step one, and this is super important but often skipped, pre-cleansing.
Cleansing.
Yeah, especially if you wear makeup, even just mineral powder or a robust water-resistant sunscreen. Your normal gentle cleanser often just can't break all that down effectively, particularly the oil-based stuff. You really need something designed for that first pass, like a cleansing oil or a dedicated makeup remover to dissolve that initial layer.
Okay, so double cleansing isn't just hype sometimes. First, break down the heavy stuff. Then step 2 is the actual face wash.
Precisely. Step 2 is washing your face with a cleanser that's right for your skin type. And your nighttime cleanser might be a bit different from your morning one. Sometimes night cleansers might have gentle exfoliants mixed in, like maybe a bit of glycolic acid or perhaps tea tree oil if you're prone to breakouts, just to help with that deeper clean and skin turnover.
Hold on, though. If nighttime is for repair and recovery, why are we putting on exfoliants and treatments then? Wouldn't that interfere? Shouldn't we just let the skin rest?
That's a really common question, and it gets right to the heart of why we have separate routines. Yes, nighttime is when your skin naturally kicks into repair mode, ramps up cell turnover, and that's precisely why it's the best time to give it support with concentrated active ingredients. The Mayo Clinic actually points this out. Nighttime application is often more effective for treatment products.
Okay. So we're helping the process along.
Exactly. We're feeding it the tools it needs when it's most receptive. This includes things like retinoids, those vitamin A derivatives that are amazing for boosting collagen and speeding up cell renewal. Also, your chemical exfoliants like AHAs or peptides, which are like building blocks for skin proteins. You apply these potent ingredients at night because they can work undisturbed without sunlight potentially degrading them. And yeah, this is also when you might use an exfoliating scrub maybe 2-3 times a week to manually slough off dead skin cells.
Right, so we're not disrupting rest, we're enhancing the repair work with specialized tools. That makes a lot more sense.
And then the final step, step 4, is locking everything in with heavier moisturizers and maybe richer eye creams. These are often more occlusive, meaning they create a better seal. They're designed to prevent water loss while you sleep. That's called transepidermal water loss, or TEWL, and provide that sustained hydration and support for recovery overnight.
Okay, we've got the order down, thin to thick. We've got the timing, protect by day, repair by night. But if I'm using, say, oily skin products in the right order, but I actually have dry skin, that's still going to cause problems, right?
Oh, absolutely. Huge problem.
Here's where it gets really interesting. This customization piece feels critical.
It's everything. Using the wrong products, even in the right order, can lead to irritation, breakouts, dryness, you name it. So, first step is identifying your skin type, then picking ingredients accordingly. Let's run through the big 4, starting with oily skin. Affects a good chunk of people, maybe 30–40%.
Right. The goal here is basically managing that shine, keeping pores clear, preventing breakouts, but without totally stripping the skin bare.
Exactly. You need things that can actually cut through the oil. So look for salicylic acid. That's a BHA, beta-hydroxy acid. Great because it's oil soluble and gets into the pores. Also, niacinamide is fantastic for helping regulate sebum and making pores look smaller. Tea tree oil can be good for its antibacterial properties. And always, always an oil-free sunscreen, preferably zinc-based.
And what should oily types definitely steer clear of?
Heavy oils, for sure. Things like coconut oil, shea butter are often too rich. Also, be wary of alcohol-heavy products, which can paradoxically make oiliness worse, mineral oil, and some silicones, which can be clogging for some.
Okay, oily skin covered.
Yeah.
Next up, dry skin. Affects maybe 40% of us. This is skin that just feels tight, maybe rough, flaky, lacks that natural oil.
Yeah, the focus here shifts entirely. It's all about deep hydration and rebuilding that protective skin barrier. You'll want richer, thicker textures. Creams usually beat lotions. Oil cleansers can be great for removing makeup without stripping. Key ingredients: ceramides are fantastic. They're lipids that naturally make up the skin barrier, so you're literally replacing what's missing. Hyaluronic acid is a hydration magnet, pulling moisture into the skin. And rich butters like shea or cocoa can be wonderful.
I noticed the sources mentioned something a bit unusual. Beef tallow. Is that a real thing for dry skin?
It is. It sounds old-fashioned, and it is, but there's a resurgence. Interestingly, the fatty acid profile of beef tallow is remarkably similar to our skin's own natural oils, sebum. So for some people with very dry skin, it can be incredibly compatible, very nourishing, and help repair that barrier really effectively. It's definitely uh, niche but effective for some.
Wow, okay. And what should dry skin types avoid?
Big no-nos include alcohol-based toners or products, harsh physical scrubs or strong chemical exfoliants, sulfates and cleansers. They're just too stripping. And even powerful ingredients like retinoids often need to be introduced very carefully, if at all, because they can be quite drying. The National Eczema Association generally advises avoiding alcohol, fragrances, and known irritants.
Right. Then there's combination skin, maybe another 40%. The classic oily T-zone, but dry or normal cheeks. Sounds tricky.
It requires a bit more finesse, a targeted approach. Think of it like spot treating different zones. Start with a gentle balancing cleanser that won't aggravate either extreme. Then maybe use a mild astringent or balancing toner, but only on the oily T-zone, not all over.
Ah, zone defense.
Exactly. Use a lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer everywhere.
Yeah.
But then you might need to layer a slightly richer cream just on the dry patches, like the cheeks. Look for versatile ingredients like hyaluronic acid again, niacinamide, maybe soothing aloe vera.
Okay, balancing act. And finally, acne-prone skin, which, wow, affects a huge number of people, especially younger ones, 85% between 12 and 24.
Yeah, it's incredibly common. The focus here is twofold: controlling oil and fighting the P. acnes bacteria that contribute to inflammation.
So what are the go-to ingredients?
You're looking at the proven anti-acne treatments. Salicylic acid again for pore clearing. Benzoyl peroxide is excellent for killing bacteria. Azelaic acid is also great. It helps with inflammation and can fade those post-acne marks. And retinoids are often key here too, prescribed or over-the-counter, because they speed up cell turnover, preventing pores from getting clogged in the first place.
And the avoids for acne-prone skin. Definitely avoid heavy oils and butters that can clog pores. Also, fragrances and dyes in products can be irritating and potentially worsen inflammation, so simpler is often better. Hashtag each tag IV. Skincare across the lifespan and lifestyle.
Okay, so we've covered types. Let's zoom out a bit. Thinking about age, lifestyle. When should someone actually start thinking about a structured routine? Is there a starting age?
Well, skin protection starts from day one, really, with sun safety. But in terms of a routine, it evolves. For young kids, say up to age 10, it's super basic. Gentle cleansing as needed, a simple natural moisturizer if their skin is dry, and absolutely consistent sunscreen when they're playing outside.
Then preteens, maybe 10 to 12.
This is a great time to establish a habit. Introduce cleansing every night. Just get them used to washing the day off. A light moisturizer is good, and daily sunscreen is key as they become more independent. Maybe gentle exfoliation once or twice a week, but only if needed or desired. Nothing harsh.
Teenagers, 13, 19. This is often when things get complicated hormonally.
Exactly. This is when a structured, twice-daily routine becomes important. Cleansing morning and night. Products might need to start targeting acne if it appears. It's also a safe time to introduce beneficial ingredients like hyaluronic acid for hydration or maybe niacinamide for oil balance and pores.
Moving into young adulthood, the 20s.
The focus here really shifts towards prevention. Keep the core routine strong, cleanse, moisturize, SPF. But this is the prime time to add antioxidants, especially vitamin C serum in the morning, to fight off environmental damage. And maybe consider introducing a gentle retinoid at night for those early anti-aging benefits in skin health.
And then adults 30 and beyond.
Now the routine becomes more comprehensive, really focusing on repair and maintenance. This is where those targeted anti-aging powerhouses come in: more seriously stronger retinoids, peptides to support collagen, AHA BHAs for exfoliation and glow, alongside that rigorous sun protection.
Good overview and a quick practical tip from the sources.
Oh yeah, crucial for everyone, any age. Always patch test. Before slathering a new product all over your face, put a small, dime-sized amount on your inner arm. Wait 24 hours. Check for any redness or irritation. Especially important for kids or if you know you have sensitive skin.
Smart. Now, we focused a lot on what goes on the skin, but the sources also drew a really strong link between diet and skin health. How much does what we eat actually impact how our skin looks and behaves?
Hugely. You really are what you eat, and your skin often shows it first. It's like a window to your internal health. The Mayo Clinic backs this up. A diet full of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains that gives your body the nutrients needed for healthy skin cells. Specifically, think omega-3 fatty acids, like from fish or flaxseed. They help maintain that crucial lipid barrier, keeping skin flexible and moisturized. Vitamin C is essential, not just as an antioxidant, but because your body needs it to produce collagen. And zinc is important too. It helps regulate oil production and can reduce inflammation, which is why it's often recommended for acne.
Okay, so nutrient-rich foods are good. What about the other side, foods that might negatively impact skin?
The big culprits tend to be high glycemic foods. Things like sugary drinks, white bread, processed snacks. They cause your blood sugar to spike rapidly.
And that affects skin how?
That spike can trigger hormonal responses that increase inflammation throughout the body and ramp up sebum production in the skin. So more oil, more potential for breakouts. Dairy can also be a trigger for some people, linked to inflammation and acne, though it's quite individual. And yeah, processed foods in general, plus excessive alcohol, mainly because it's dehydrating and inflammatory.
Makes sense. Let's talk collagen for a second. It's the buzzword for youthful skin, right? And we know it starts declining relatively early, like in our early 20s. So should we just be buying those topical collagen creams? Do they work?
Ugh, the collagen cream question. This is where marketing often outpaces the science, unfortunately. The collagen molecule itself is actually quite large, too large generally to effectively penetrate the outer layer of skin down into the dermis where it would need to go to make a structural difference.
So it doesn't really boost your collagen?
Not directly, no. Topical collagen primarily acts as a humectant, meaning it helps draw moisture to the surface of the skin so it can make the skin feel temporarily plump and hydrated. It's a decent moisturizer, but if you want to actually stimulate your skin to produce more of its own collagen, you need ingredients that signal those skin cells to get to work. That means using those actives we've mentioned. Vitamin C, retinoids, and peptides are the proven collagen boosters.
Got it. Stimulate, don't just spread. Okay, final area. Gender.
Right.
We see skincare for men marketed all the time. Is the actual routine different for men versus women?
Fundamentally, no. The science and dermatology perspective is clear. The basic steps are universal: cleanse, moisturize, protect with SPF. Everyone needs that.
So why the separate products then?
The differences lie mainly in skin physiology and, well, marketing. Men's skin is generally different, on average about 25% thicker than women's skin, and tends to produce more sebum, more oil, largely due to testosterone.
Okay, thicker and oilier.
Right. So, product formulations might be adjusted, maybe lighter textures, less heavy creams. And of course, men might need products that address irritation from shaving. But the core routine, the sequence, the goals, identical. Exfoliation 1-2 times a week, still beneficial for men too. Hashtag outro.
Oh, okay. We covered a lot of ground there.
Okay.
So what does this all mean? When we boil it all down, the big takeaway for me seems to be that skincare isn't just buying stuff, it's a personal strategy. It hinges on those two key things. The order you apply things that lightest to heaviest rule, and the purpose are you protecting for the day or repairing overnight.
That's exactly it. Order and purpose. And if you layer that personalization for your specific skin type on top, that's when you really unlock effective skincare. And connecting it back to overall health, there's that one step we just can't stress enough. It's the non-negotiable baseline for every single person, every single day.
Sun protection.
Sun protection, the stats are sobering. The sources mentioned an estimated 1 in 5 Americans will get skin cancer by age 70. That's huge. Consistent daily SPF use is your absolute #1 tool against not just wrinkles and spots, but against disease.
Definitely puts it all into perspective. It's not just about looking good today.
Not at all. Which leads to, I think, a really important question for everyone listening. Given what we know, that a lot of skin aging and damage is preventable, and that our natural collagen production starts to dip quite early, like in our 20s, what's the one personalized, targeted treatment step you could add? Maybe it's finally trying that vitamin C serum in the morning, or starting a gentle retinoid at night, or incorporating peptides. What one thing are you going to research this week specifically for your skin to really boost that vital nighttime repair routine? Go figure out your skin-specific code.